All right, testing on Zoom. Can you guys hear me on Zoom?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Is it time? We got two. We were ready to go. Everybody is tentatively awaiting the start of the festivities. All right, so welcome to our December team meeting. We did it, guys. Give you guys a round of applause. We're here. It's been one hell of a year. I'm glad. Oh, David, let's set in the mood. All right, so let's go in. What are we doing? We're empowering like-minded individuals in achieving and exceeding your wealth and personal goals. Win-win or no deal, integrity, do the right thing, customers always come first, commitment in all things, communication, seek first to understand, creativity, ideas before results, teamwork, together everyone achieves more, trust starts with honesty, equity, opportunities for all, and success is results through people. And that's our belief system, and that's what sets us apart from everyone else out there. I promise you. If you operate like this, the world is going to be your oyster. We are a training, coaching, consulting, and technology company creating the culture and community where entrepreneurs thrive. So that's what we're doing here. That's our perspective. Is everybody good with that? Is everybody looking to do that? I think so. All right. So what we're going to do, we got do the Carlton. We got 5. Let's do 5. What are we looking forward to? We're coming into the holiday season. We're coming into a new year. So what are some things that we're looking forward to? Anybody? Who's up? Lisa C. Anderson.
With my grandbaby.
Yeah, with your new grandbaby. And here, maybe you guys could put a nice KW ornament on the tree.
All right.
How about that? Who's next? Who's next? Who has something else that they're looking forward to? Haley to Brian as after.
A successful 2026, starting it off right.
All right, come catch. There you go.
Did you say next, Brian?
Brian Peters, he's next.
We're taking the kids into the city this weekend, so see the tree, Bryant Park, Rockefeller Center, so it should be good.
Exciting. You get it. That's right. You watch the meeting. You gotta get them. Who's next?
Getting my Florida real estate license and starting, Lee County at the beginning of the year.
I'm excited for you. That's going to be great. So anybody else has a Florida license or is looking to get a Florida license, reach out, right? Because there's a couple of them here too. Yeah. All right, who's next? What else? We have another one. What are we looking, Jeanette?
Next weekend, I'm taking 75 carolers around to nursing homes and some bars.
And some bars? All right. Well, for that, you get a KW koozie for the bar, and here's an ornament. All right. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to myself. I'm actually moving. I will be moving on Tuesday. So I've been selling my home. Thank you. So I'm taking a little rental, a little respite for a couple months, and to figure out where I actually want to be. So that's what's happening here. But it's been a tremendous year for myself of changes, of choosing me over anyone else. And it feels a lot different. So we're going to get into some stuff too later on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. All right, let's, I have the remote. You want to get Mark Shea in? All right. Give me the spot. Click. All right, what we want to welcome is our newest agents. We have Jerry Davis and Tiernan Millard. Are they in the room? Jerry, Kieran. Are you a drinker?
Yeah, I drink water.
You drink water? You drink water? Well, you know what? Here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a t-shirt. Welcome to the team. Let's go grow. Watch your heads. I'm throwing stuff here. That's what's going on. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you came from? You want to just stand up and give us a little brief?
My name is Jerry Davis. I've been
Jerry.
in the legal industry for 35 years. I had my realtor's license in Jersey back in 2008 and decided to go into business for myself and leave corporate America and the Pocono. So I'll be eventually dual agents in New Jersey as well as the Pennsylvania area.
Amazing. So there you go. There's our New Jersey referral partner, parks right here in our office. All right, listen, we got a lot of December birthdays here. This is tremendous. We're not going to sing because we know we're not that great at that. Colleen, our very own Colleen Smith, her birthday was the 1st. Ed Ortiz, Russell Mattia, Roberto Tavares, Syed, Mark W. was yesterday. Tina Weidinger yesterday. Danette is coming up on the 15th. Yvette Foster is also the 15th. James Delaria is on the 17th. Morgan McMahon, the 19th. Glenn Wright, the 20th. Tracy O'Leary, the 20th. Juan, the 22nd. Zeta, the 22nd. Nicole Mahoney, the 23rd. Ashley Schreck, the 23rd. Eva Polanski, the 24th. Lisa Finkbeiner, the 24th. And Lisa Radbeer, the 28th. People were locked in over the winter time. That's tremendous. A happy birthday to you guys. And then this is my favorite new slide, our December work anniversaries. So Lisa Marie Barrientos has been with us 5 years. Lowell Clements, 4 years. Jantel, 4 years. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Ray Lorenzo, 9 years. Arlene Quirk, 15. Lisa Sanderson, 12 years. My Cheryl Thorne, 8 years. And Danette Troxel, 8 years. Yay. Your cap will be resetting. We'll be collecting company dollar. Thank you, guys. So our affiliates, we're going to take a second and we're going to hear from our affiliates. You guys get a couple minutes today if we could condense it, if you don't mind. Let's start with Movement Mortgage, Maria Baxter. Then, oh, well, yeah, let's give her a real applause. Take the mic.
I always forget the mic. Morning, everyone. So it's just going to be a fun day. I just wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you. I'm going to try not to get emotional. I've had a record-breaking year with you guys. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for trusting me. I haven't had this kind of year in several years. So you're supporting me, you're supporting my children, and I just really appreciate your trust. And I love working with you. And I hate to say it, but I do love working here better than Jersey. So just saying. I have a class next week about closing costs. So if you're not sure how to explain them to your buyers, please come to the class because it's a really great closing cost. They're very different from other states, and that's where you're having problems. People are getting out-of-state pre-approvals, and they're not getting accurate closing costs, and it's thousands of dollars these buyers are being told last minute. So please be on the call. It's Zoom, so you don't have to be here.
It could be in your pajamas.
Bought my Christmas crack. So my Christmas crack is out there. It's really good stuff.
That's enough reason.
And a gluten-free option for gluten-free. So it's good stuff. So Merry Christmas. Thank you again. And I'll see you next year.
Mortgage. So Marty, give us a little bit of the scoop.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Marty Nickel home front. So happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
All the things.
All the good stuff that we're doing. So I have to tell you my own personal story for a moment. I can now see clearly. I had 2 cataract surgeries in the last month. And all of a sudden, I'm like a little kid in Disneyland. The world is bright and then so colorful. I can see. So it is an amazing experience.
On those pre-approvals now.
Exactly. Even from this far away. So a couple of just quick mortgage messages. One, obviously, the Fed just lowered its rate 0.25%, and they're talking about, again, a little bit of lowering next year. So we're looking forward to it, but we can never predict it. Obviously, in terms of making housing more affordable, helping people get in. The other comment I made the other day on the broker hour is down payment assistance programs are obviously popular. People need the help to get into homes, but add more time if you have down payment assistance. So don't try to do a 30-day closing with down payment assistance from Monroe County or from PA.
Would you recommend a 45?
45 minimum, 60 would make it easy. mean, I literally have a closing coming up with a Monroe County. We're trying to close on Friday, and Jennifer at Monroe County saying no, Monday. And there's nothing we can do to change that. It is the county. So let's close more deals together, help people kind of get what they need in terms of down payment. And I can see everybody so clearly. It's a pleasure.
Wonderful. Thank you, Marty. Thanks, Marty. I don't think we have any other affiliates in the room, but I would be remiss if I didn't bring up, we have Safeguard, who's our home and auto services, Blair Scorzetti. We have KPSS, our sweet in-house title company with Lori Lehman. MV Insurance Services, life insurance. There you go. Call the Chris McMorrow. He'll get, what do you get? $100? You get $100. Somebody just takes a consult on why maybe it's important that you have life insurance that's covering the biggest purchase of your life, right? That's super important. And just to have a consult, you get $100. America's Preferred Home Warranty, I actually included that with my sale. We might be getting back into that. And you do get some money towards your office bill. How much is it? $75. See, you guys know, I don't know everything. $75, that'll help offset your office bill. So I'm just saying it's a win-win-win. If you win for the buyer, win for the seller, win for you. I love it. Now, this is something big. This is something new. Our One Source has rolled out marketing services. You guys probably have seen some emails come across your desk, right? That said, hey, why don't you sign up? We're doing this new thing. Well, One Source now decided, and they recognize that there was a gap between when someone is looking to, start their business to when they're ready to hire full-time administrative, maybe full-time marketing services. There's a little gap there. So what they want to do is fill that with some additional services to offer. So right now they're offering these packages to you guys at a discounted rate. So starter package will be custom logo, business card design, email signature, social media banner. That's for $199. That's 5 to 8 business day turnaround. The total package here is $899. That's a custom logo, full branding guide, business card design, HTML email signature, social media banners, branded letterhead, signage design, listing presentation, turnaround 10 to 14 business days. There's a premier package for $399. That's what you get there too. But they also do, there's different things that they offer, including posting every day for you on your social, creating newsletters that go out, so you don't have to get hung up in the minutiae. You're just telling them, this is what I want to work on. Here's some videos. Just get it branded and get it out there for me. All right? So if you're interested in that or seeing what the scoop is, scan the QR code.
Is that just Keller Williams or would it be KPG as well? Does that cover KPG?
This is KPG. One Source is a affiliate arm of, yeah. So that is a business that they put together for that service. So, yep. Congratulations, guys. This is the listing contest. So first place, 41 listings. Captain Kristen Durger. Second place, 35 listings, Captain Barb Miller. And third place, 22 listings with Teresa Rocco as the captain. We brought in 171 new listings just because of our listing contest. That's tremendous. Like, that's a lot of listings. So let's talk some numbers. You want to hear some numbers? All right. I want to talk about them. And we did add a column here for PMAR too for month over month. So for closed units, month over month, we're down 4.3%. Year over year, we're down 3.7%. Okay. PMAR is down 24.5% month over month. I wanted to give you guys something to compare to. So even if we see that we are down a little bit, we know we're still outpacing the market. Okay. So closed volume, and this is what I was talking about last month when I said everybody gets turkey belly, right? We all got turkey belly and that made us a little tired. So our closed volume was down 16.3% month over month. But year over year, we're up 1.5%. Listings taken, I'm shocked at this, considering how much we put on from the listing contest, we're down 28.5% month over month. That's where the turkey belly came in, right? Where everybody was getting a little tired. And it's the end of the year. Year over year, we're up 1.4%. PMAR was down 10.2%. Okay? Listings taken volume, we're down 7.7 month over month. We are up 17.4% year to date. So that's huge. Okay. Listings sold, we are down 3.8 month over month. We are up 6.5. So that's tremendous. Look at that stat. PMAR was down almost 25% month over month. You guys held your own at just being down 3.8. That's like a blip. That's substantial. Okay. So you're not feeling it as much as the whole industry out there. Listings sold volume, you're just down a little bit, 7%. You're basically even for last year. Contracts written, we wrote a little bit less, 10.3% less month over month. Year over year, we're down 2%. Contracts written volume, we're down 20%. But that's because we're writing less contracts, right? We are up year over year to 2%. Okay. Closed GCI, you guys probably felt maybe a 13% decrease in your funds, so month over month, but you're even Steven going into the next year. So there you are. We could applaud that because that is honestly, it's tremendous. So I know we're seeing some negatives there, but if we look at year over year, you guys are really right on pace and you're still outpacing what's happening in the market. We do not have these analytics for PMAR, so that's why that's going to be empty. Okay. So let's look at our market share. So year to date, our market share is almost 14% at 13.9. So there's our listings, there's our buyers. Fantastic. The next one was Keller Williams Real Estate Northampton County. Next one down is 3% SmartWay America, 2.9% Redstone, 2.8 EXP, 2.6 Coldwell Banker Hearthside out of Allentown. Remax of the Poconos has 2.2 market share. Century 21 Select Group in Blakesley has 2%, and Remax Crossroads is at 1.8%. So congratulations to all those guys, and most importantly, congratulations to you guys for continuing to dominate the market. Milford, mighty, oh, they're not here today. Mighty Milford, it finishes out, well, we'll see how they finish out at the next month, but 4.3%. They really did a nice job at how they took themselves from last place to here. So kudos to Milford. They're putting the work. Congratulations to our cappers. We got some cappers here. JR, Barb Miller, Cassie, Walter Lewis. Congrats. Call them up. Take you out for dinner. They're getting 100%. Right? Drum roll. Who's coming up? Our top producers. JR, number 1. Lori Harichko, number 2. Garman Pollock, number 3. Chelsea Alexich, number 4. And Bill Foder, number 5. Who knows, guys? Top producing teams. Number 1, the Jess Keller team. Number 2, the Donna Steo team. Number 3, Dana Parrish team. Number 4, Arlene Quirk, Sean Berger team. And number 5, the Barb Miller team. Tremendous. Megas, our top producing mega teams. Number 1, the Galligan Realty Group. Number 2, Mark Shea team. Number 3, Jim Chrisman team. 4, Kelly Realty Group. And 5, the Christina Primrose team. Tremendous. So coaching milestones, we're going to bring up our sweet coach, Cassie, and she's going to tell us all about what's going on here. I'll give you my mic, Cass. Here you go. Here's the clicker, too.
Thanks.
You have a
So
clicker?
Christmassy. No, you can click me.
I'm going to click it.
She's gonna click it for me. I gotta say, this, you guys give me so much hope and make me so incredibly happy. The resilience in this group is insane, guys. Like, I hope some of you get to work with people in the coaching program. Has anybody done a transaction with anybody in the coaching program this year? Like, it's insane how resilient they are. Like, they just keep getting knocked back down and getting back up, and it makes me have a lot of hope for the industry. But Brian Collins got his first 4 listings in his first 30 days. Janine had 2 closings in November. Dominic Illard closed his first $1 million property. First. Destiny Powell, although she's not on the first closing, first listings, but this girl, man, every month she has something going on. She's so very consistent with everything and it's really showing up. So I got to give her kudos. She had 1 listing and 2 closings in October, 1 listing and 2 closings in November, and has 2 more scheduled for this month. So I just got to give it to her. So many more. I mean, like Janine just totally crushing it. Haley crushing it. I just absolutely love it. Brand new agent, got her first 2 listings this month within her first 30 days. She's intelligent. She's doing multiple things, juggling multiple things, and handling it with grace. And she's just a really good role model for everybody. So kudos to Brianne.
You're up, call.
I think so.
I think. Oh, sorry. I'm going to grab this something off you.
You have the clicker.
It's our MCOM update with Colleen.
All right, just
With
a
our
couple
MCOM
things.
Colleen.
It is. It's the holidays. All right, one thing I want to mention, there are a lot of scam emails happening right now. I know we talked about this at a couple meetings ago, but it's happening more and more. Just had a phone call this morning from one of our agents. They scanned a QR code for a fake email, gave them their password, everything. So they look legitimate. And I know a lot of you know, don't scan, don't click the links, but it happens. So just be mindful of who the sender is. This one happened to come from an Eventbrite email, but it looked legitimate. So I understand why it happened. But just please be mindful of it. If you're ever unsure, just don't click the links, don't click the QR codes. If something needs to be changed, such as your passwords or something with your banking, we will reach out. The office will reach out. So don't just click and don't just scan anything. Reports are ready for KWRI reports. I sent it out on Monday and I just sent another email this morning. Please make sure you are verifying your production reports and letting me know by Monday if there are any discrepancies. Because with end of month coming rapidly and end of year, we need to make sure that they are updated. So I know a few of you have already reached out to me, so I appreciate that, and they're already being fixed. So please double check those production reports and make sure they're correct, because we want you guys to get all of the awards that you're entitled to. Then again, Lone Wolf. Let's move forward. There we go. Lone Wolf, we talked about this a little bit at the last meeting, but DocuSign will be going away in Q2 of 2026, and Lone Wolf will be taking place. So with that being said, you will still have access to DocuSign and Dotloop, but that is at a cost to you. We are wondering and asking if there will be bundles available for DocuSign where we can get you a lesser price like we do with Dotloop. So I will keep everyone posted. As of right now, I have no updates on that, and that is all the information I have at this moment. So just be prepared, DocuSign will be going away. And there will be plenty of classes so you know what to do on Loan Transact. Then I'm also having an all about smart plans class. I know a lot of you have questions about smart plans. We're going to go over that so you can get your holiday messages out and different things and hopefully get some leads and referrals. And that's it. Happy holidays to everyone. Yeah. Bob, you're on.
There will be a festive office party for the exit of DocuSign. Right?
I'll buy the first round.
Okay, just a couple of things. 2026 coming quick, new year, a continuing ed year. We have to get our continuing ed done. If you haven't started it, it's a good time to start. I encourage you to look at a little bit into the future instead of waiting until April 1 or May 1 when it's crunch time to get your continuing ed done. There are a lot of, in the Lehigh Valley School, Lehigh Valley MLS, they've got a lot of great classes that are not just classes. There's something that is well worthwhile there for you. I'd be happy to print out that schedule for you, because I'd like to see people get something besides just the very basics. Get something besides just the very basics where it's beneficial to you. So, and I really, the other thing is just communications. I'm unfortunately getting an uptick. Maybe it's because of the holiday season, but I'm getting an uptick on consumer complaints. So, and it all comes down to returning phone calls, the same old, same old. It's returning phone calls, getting back to people on a timely basis, and such. So, keep the communications open. It's very easy to make a phone call. Sometimes it's 100% better to make a phone call than what it is to send a text or an email. I have several situations where agents say, well, I sent them an email, sent them a text. Did you call them? It just comes across different than text and emails. So, David, do you have anything?
I just, yeah, the year end, I just want to say thank you for everybody's participation, for sending your forms in for review, for, sending other agents, co-op agents forms for review, being aware of any situation that might be questionable so we can at least take a look at it. All your participation in the classes and participation in all this stuff, it just means the world to me. So thank you very much.
Contracts classes coming this Wednesday, 1 to 3. We're continuing the deep dive into the agreement of sale. Appreciate those that do come, and we do see very experienced agents there every time. So it's not just for new agents, and the experienced agents actually add a lot to the class. So I appreciate them coming, and I'm going to put Robert on the spot because Robert's there almost every contracts class. Why do you keep coming to contracts class? And you've been around it a long time. You got your associate broker's license and all. Why do you do that?
I always learn something. I'm not just saying that. There's always something. And that's it.
All right. Thank you for that, Robert. So 1 to 3 this coming Wednesday. Thanks.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks, David.
Continuing education, is there any requirement classes?
Yes, there is.
So hold on a second. So Robert just asked if there's any required classes for continuing education.
And there is for fair housing and agency. Okay. We have I've talked to Dominic and the schedule. I'm not optimistic on it. I'm going to be right up front. Not optimistic that it's going to happen. So I encourage you to get to. I suggest Lehigh Valley. There is some classes at PMAR, but I suggest if you look at the schedule for Lehigh Valley, they've got some great things there for you.
Yes, Mark.
One of the classes will be done before December or the new year?
Nothing has to be done before December. Okay. In 2 weeks.
You're right. So we'll keep you guys posted on if we're going to have some stuff here. But like Bob said, don't necessarily rely on it. We're going to see about maybe trying to get an instructor to do it in the room, but there's no guarantee at that point. Okay, we'll just keep you looped in. Upcoming training and events today. So today we have Olson's Christmas Wish. They're going to be doing the present wrapping and the present giving to all the kids at the Stroudmoor. Bless you, Chantel. So they're doing at 1:15, the presents will be transported to Terraview. They're going to start gift wrapping around 1:30. About 4:30 families are going to arrive. There's going to be dinner at 5, and Santa arrives at 6, and the gifts get distributed. Cassie, do you want to tell us a little bit more?
Well, I spoke with Chris this morning, and he does have a table reserved, but I need a count of how many people plan on going. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are behind me?
Jess.
Oh, hey. So I'm going to tell them about 8 then.
Tell them about 8, and then also we have a batch of 8 and 9. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a batch of T-shirts that are down in Colleen's office that OCW gave us with their little Christmas hats and stuff. So if you're going, please stop by and we'll get you a T-shirt, okay? Upcoming training, we grow your business with the ALC support systems and strategies, first and third Monday at 1. A lot of these things might be changing in the upcoming year. So we're going to be rolling some stuff out at our January meeting. So please make sure if you can to at least attend that or put it on your calendar to zoom in, because there's going to be a lot coming out for January. Okay. Broker Mastermind, always. We have upcoming training for America's Preferred Home Warranty. 6 life disciplines together. If you want to live a great life, that's where you're going to go to, right? So we're trying about tying that into maybe our growth community. We'll roll that out next year. This is going to be tremendous. We have Danny Holmes teaching architectural styles. Know your stuff. That's going to be coming up on Wednesday, the 17th, before Contracts Mastery. So just get here a little bit earlier. I did see the presentation. It's really informative, and I suggest you guys go. It's going to help you out in the field. She has a lot of really, really rock solid knowledge on picking out styles really, really quickly, and she's going to show you guys how to do that. And that's important for you to know when you're out there, when you're running comps, when you're putting stuff on the MLS, because nothing aggravates me more than when I'm going to run comps on a house and I'm going to pull an architectural style and they're not correct. Like if I pull a bi-level and now I'm seeing raised ranches, split levels and whatever because they were labeled incorrectly. So please make sure you're going to that to do your client a service and yourself a service. Contracts Mastery, we just said it. We got David and Bob with a deep dive into the AOS. Colleen's got All About Smart Plans, Movement Mortgage coming up. And we're still doing our fundraiser for Eva Polinsky's husband, for Derek, for help him with his fight against cancer. So PayPal, Venmo, if you can. Upcoming training, we have Marketing Mastery with George Kelly. And we also have Family Reunion in Atlanta, Georgia. Family Reunion is going to be about 15 to 20,000 Keller Williams agents in one spot. Okay? That's what that is. And it gets pretty intense and it's pretty wild. And it's really heavily, bless you, Jantel. No, you're all right. It's definitely forward, more AI forward and tech forward. So there's going to be tons of breakouts, tons of different sessions on how to make sure your tech is rock solid coming into this market. Also, we have Jay Shetty as our keynote speaker and Gary Vee. I can't even stand it. I'm so excited. I booked my flight. I'm ready to go. So if anybody's going, just reach out to me or Colleen. Let us know. We'll give you the lay of the land. We'll let you know what flights we're going on, where we're staying, and just get you looped in. It's fun. Ready, set, record. The media room is open for anybody. And then here's going to be all your additional resources. I'm not going to go through all these, but if you are looking and shopping for healthcare insurance right now, because I know that it's the time, it's open enrollment, go to Real Agent Perks just to see. It closes on January 15th. This is available for Keller Williams agents, your families, and the teams. Okay, if you want to just do some pricing on some different insurance packages.
It's also in the email, so if you don't get to scan the QR code.
Okay. The link is also for people on Zoom. The link is also in the weekly email. I didn't know if it was on, so. I'm like, I've been saying an awful lot. I don't know if they heard any of it. Real estate market update. If you want to know what's going on, there you go. Scan that. Gary Vee, there he is. He's going to be he is a social media icon. He goes to Social Media Con. He's fantastic. And he's so good, great personality. So he'll be there. And that's going to be at Family Reunion. I'm not going to play this. If you would like to be on the stage, if you are a musician, a singer, somebody that's got talent, and you want to go on the big stage in front of the 15 to 20,000 Keller Williams agents and rock the house with Gary Keller, there you go. If you guys don't know, Gary is a musician and he plays the guitar. And every time we go out to these events, he's up there jamming with the crew. So if you're interested, submit your audition tape. And if you are submitting an audition tape, please send it to us too, because I like to see that. A lip syncing contest. I'll shut that whole place down. They have no idea. The moves all break out. The previous video is a lip sync battle. So there's the Keller Williams Podcast Network. KW Cares, and then also the KW Next Gen. Is Marika in this room? Marika, I know that this morning we just got an email that one of your people receives a Fund Their Mission scholarship, correct? So maybe you could tell us about this a little bit. KW Next Gen, the big one, reached out to us today to let us know that Marika, person that she put up, got the scholarship. So I thought she could tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, another student. He's actually, I think, the 5th student that Michael and I have taught QL to out of this region that has gotten the scholarship. So there's like 5 kids literally out of Monroe County and Northampton County alone. The most recent one is a kid named Cole. I think he was at one with Michael and I last year. So, but yeah, basically the first things first is you have to attend a QL event. If you haven't attended a QL event, from there you have to attend one, and then you're eligible for coaching first. So you submit a scholarship for 8 weeks of coaching from any other QL instructor. So you could be a QL instructor from California here. After that, you apply for the financial scholarship, which is up to $5,000. And then after that, you apply again for an additional $5,000 of scholarship. And this is to fund your mission. So it's not necessarily like, hey, I want to buy a rental property, I need $5,000 down payment, but it's more like, hey, I'm building a business. This is my mission and this is why I want to do it. And then it goes above a bunch of judges and board and we vote for it. And yeah, our kids are making great progress right in there.
Well, here you go. Here, take a KW hat for that beautiful thing. Look at that. Beautiful. Just take that hat. That's tremendous. All right. So I'm going to click out of this. Yeah. Was somebody talking to me about something? Oh, sorry. I don't know what's going on here. There's a caption going on here. So just in the news, I wanted to just point this out. Gary Keller and Chris Zarnecki, who is our CEO, were featured in the 2025 Power Residential list by Commercial Observer. Keller Williams ranked on the 2025 Franchise Top 400 list. KW expanded to Qatar and Uzbekistan, which is huge if you guys have clients that are moving to Qatar or Uzbekistan. It's over there. It's over across the ocean. And Chris Cox won the 2025 Tech Trendsetter Award. So that's huge. Congratulations to those guys. Everybody call everybody in a TCPA friendly, compliant way. And could we go into my mindset moment for the holidays? All right. I'm gonna squeak this over here. I'm gonna watch the TV. Watch this. Look at this maneuver I practiced earlier. I flipped it last time. I barely missed the thing. I got 2 boards today, but I am going to be quick about it. We do have a little bit of time. Oh, food won't be here till 12. Good. Then I could talk about nonsense this whole time. This is super important to me. So what I was trying to think about what I wanted to talk to you guys about at the Christmas holiday team meeting. So what I wanted to maybe suggest is a gift that you guys could give yourself. To you, love you. Okay? We usually think of December as a throwaway month. It's a throwaway month. We have so many other things to do that are outside our normal schedule. Where people aren't buying, they're not selling, we're doing whatever, we're going to our holiday mixers, whatever you're doing. But December could actually be a defining month. Because on top of all of those things, what you do in December is you start putting together your wish list for January, right? You get your resolutions going. I want my life. I wish my life was different. I wish I was 20 pounds lighter. I want more of what thing? I want more money. I want more respect. I want more time. I want more. I wish I was more successful. I wish I was less anxious. Maybe I wish I was less flighty. I wish I was less, whatever. right? We go in with a lot of wishes. I wish my life looked different. But what we don't look at is our standards. Your standards. So wishes don't change your business and wishes don't change your life. But we agree to that. Your standards are going to do that. So your standards, and I want us to look at this a little bit different. Your standards are the invisible architecture of your results, okay? This is the place where winners live. Your standards come from who you're actually choosing to be. Do you guys think about things like that? How will this serve me and who I'm becoming? Who you choose to be, because you have a choice every time you open your mouth. It's a behavior. Your standards are a behavior that you're going to practice regardless of how you feel, regardless of your mood, regardless of your season. So, for example, I want more closings. My standard is I have 20 conversations before noon. That's my standard. Less chaos, I time block, and I plan the day before it even begins. That's my standard. I'm not just wishing for this. I'm actually planning for it, and that's the way that I'm living. I want you to come with me on this because it's going to all tie itself in together. I'm just laying the foundation. You want more referrals, and now you walk around and say, I want more referral business. Well, is your standard that you're sending daily gratitude messages out to agents that refer business to you? Are you trying to get in relationship with more referring agents? Is that on your calendar? Is that your standard, how you're operating? Or are you just hoping somebody's going to go into command and find you as the agent that works in the Poconos and send you business? That's a wish. May happen, but I don't want to create a business on what may happen, right? I don't think you guys do either. So there's some science about this, and I want to go into the brain for a second too. Because, you know, I'm a science-based, how does this actually affect me? How is this true? And like, really, what does this mean if I set these standards? So if you set a standard and when you complete a standard, your dopamine spikes. So how many times have you completed, let's say you were helping your kid with a project, you were building something, you were creating something, and when you were done, that feeling that you had, how did it feel? You felt proud, you felt energized probably, you felt like, boy, I really accomplished a lot, right? That's your dopamine, that your dopamine spikes, and that's the true dopamine. So that's where you're like, yay, everything is fantastic. So when your dopamine spikes, it hits 3 main brain systems, okay? One of them we already know, the other 2 are new, and I'm gonna butcher the names, so it's gonna be great. The first one's gonna be our prefrontal cortex. That supports our intentional decisions, okay? So when our dopamine hits, it's gonna hit these systems. The new 2 spots are your anterior cingulate. What the hell does that do? It overrides your old habits. I just shook this one out. I didn't even know about this one. That is the part of your brain that overrides your habits. Then you have the basal ganglia. What the hell is that? Well, that's the spot that stores your new routines as automatic behaviors. Auto. When somebody comes up to you and they say something at, let's say, the holiday dinner that you're going to go to, and you know your sister-in-law always likes to say some bullshit to get you going, right? It's not personal because I don't have a sister-in-law. But the basal ganglia, so your knee-jerk reaction is going to be, I'm going to put her in her place, right? But then you're going to tell me I'm a kind person, I'm patient. Like if I ask you, who are you? You're going to tell me you're those things. But you're not acting like it because your standards aren't that, right? Does this make sense to anybody? It might when I flip the board over. So when you follow a standard, what happens is you're wiring your brain for the identity you want. Okay? I want my automatic response to be really reflective of who I am, not who I was. Maybe you don't and you're fine with how you act. And I say that's good for you, but I'm not that skilled. So I need to read all these books and figure out how the hell to act right. What we're reading right now, you know, we're reading the Jay Shetty book, right? Think Like a Monk. Jay Shetty, so we have our wishes, right? We have our wishes, we have our standards. And then who do we need to be, right? So as human beings, we love to-do lists, right? Some people love them. They love to-do lists because it makes you productive. I need to do these things, right? But rarely do we make a to-be list. And I know I've been talking about this multiple times this week, and it's because I'm so hemmed up on this right now. Rarely do you make a to-be list. In order for me to get this, I need to be this. And we lose sight of that. That makes you purposeful in how you're moving through life. When you decide who you want to be, your standards start to match your identity. Are you somebody that's consistent? Is that your standard? Right? You want to say you're dependable and you're reliable. You want to be those things. But when you're asked for help, or somebody asks you for help and then you just don't show up, is that in alignment with who you're trying to become? I don't know. You want to be kind and then you go and you talk shit about people behind their back? I don't know. You want to be calm? You want to be intentional? Do those sound like things that maybe you guys want to be or become? Or is there something else that I'm missing? Well, here's what happens. Cambridge study says that we get stuck in an identity loop, okay? Our brain acts as a prediction machine. That's a magic 8-ball right here. It says ask again later. That's what that is. So if you were a blank in the past, your brain predicts that you're going to just consistently act that way. So that's your default and how you're going to default. When you practice the new standard, your brain says, oh, this is who we are now. Do you understand that? Do you think this might be helpful through the holidays? Well, I'm going to tell you why it is helpful through the holidays. Because during the holidays, what we tend to experience is overstimulation, emotional triggers, and disrupted routines. I'm not saying your holidays aren't magical. I'm just saying these things happen. Maybe to some people, right? Maybe you get a little overwhelmed. I know people don't like the word overwhelmed, but let's call it overstimulation today. So what happens is your cortisol levels kick up during the holidays. They're on high alert. And then what happens when your cortisol is high, that makes your brain go into autopilot, where you revert back to your own and default to your prior identity patterns. Do you see that? So if you want to be a better person, you need to become one. You're not going to just wake up and these things are magically going to happen. Every day, do you have something time blocked in on personal development to get you to where you actually want to grow? Or is it a life by default? Or is it by design? I refuse to live by default. I just refuse. So the way I see it is if you could live your standards in a December stress, you're going to dominate your life and your business in a January calm if you get your mind right. Does anybody have some New Year's resolutions that they want to share with the group? What's yours, Jess?
Usually like a list of the things that to be honest, I literally every year I have a list I make in my phone and I carry it over, and that's like the one that seems to be consistently on the list. Unfortunately,
It just carries over.
it just carries over every year, right? It doesn't change. And
Yeah.
then I do have. I don't think actually is it so I do go through and add things to the list, and I'm working on business planning with my coach too, so there will be other
There's
things
gonna be
added
other
to the
stuff.
list, but just being honest, that's one that just seems to always slip through every year. So
Well, do you think, well, with that, do you think that if it was, because it circles around every year, so is your calendar reflective of those goals that you want to hit by the end of the year? Like, do you have 3 days a week that you're going to the gym, or is it, I'm going to now maybe get meal service, or?
so valid. I do have a trainer, and some things that I implement. And usually I do great the first half of the year,
The
right?
momentum's waning.
And then, yes, for sure. So, and then I find myself in the same position by the end of the year around the holiday time. So, yeah.
Well, I understand, but to me, it's like, in order for you to get those things, you're going to have to do something that you never did this next year, right? Because it's been carrying over. So anything that carries over, you need to change a behavior, you need to change a mindset, you need to change the way that you're looking at that thing and become more consistent and become more intentional, right? And then the results are going to follow. So you're going to say, well, where's the gift? Where's the gift? So here's the gift. You don't rise to the level of your wishes. You don't rise to the level of your wishes. You rise to the level of your standards, and you set them now intentionally going into the January of next year on who you are choosing to be. Become somebody that your future self will thank. And that starts now. That's the gift that you give yourself for 2026. And carry on. And that's all I have. Thank you. I heard them banging with the food. So here's what Jess Keller gets a hat for sharing her little story with me, for being vulnerable. Now, is there anything that anybody else would like to share and be a little bit vulnerable, maybe about something that they want to work on for the upcoming year, maybe help somebody else out? Robin? Because here's the way I see it is together we're all going to succeed together. You need a tribe around you that's heading in the direction you want to go in. So if we know what you want to work on, then we could help you get there. How about that?
So this past year, and I'm going to continue it into 2026, I'm just really working on myself, focusing on myself and things that I want, and not necessarily things that other people want, more on a personal level. So kind of taking back your identity.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's beautiful. That's something I've been working on this past year myself. So Robin, for that, you know what you get? You get this sweet bag. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Does anybody have anything else that they want to discuss while they're getting the food out? Anything else? Yeah, look at gifts are coming out. Everybody's going. Everybody's going. Hold on. You're after Ro. Tell us, Ro.
Yeah, I never do a New Year's resolution because I feel like that's just going to set me up for failure. So maybe after a long week, things happened, and then I do a reeval like on a Sunday, and whatever that looks like. Am I on track? Am I not on track? And then it's just a reboot.
Is it maybe because these things aren't important to you think, or do you have to figure out why they are important? Because a lot of times we do things and we forget why it's important.
Yeah.
And then we got to take a second and realize, oh, no, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah. I think sometimes there's just a lot of outside noise. And sometimes you just need to take 5 or 10 minutes on that Sunday. I use Sunday, just to move forward and just kind of acknowledge what went right and what went wrong.
I love that. I love it. So maybe what you're going to do is you're going to wrap yourself up in your KW blanket when you review your list on Sundays and you decide you're going to rest. You're welcome, Ro. Lisa Sanderson, you're next. Yeah, and then I think we're going to go to lunch.
Got a gift. I don't need another gift. I just wanted to, going along with what Robin was saying, sometimes resolutions are tough. And so the last few years I've tried to just hone in on a guiding word or a guiding phrase. And for 2026, for me, it's going to be alignment. So everything I do, does this align with who I am, what resonates with me, who I want to be, where I want to go? And it will help make decision making easier and reduce stress. I hope that's the goal.
Will. I think it will. This whole past year, I've been actively working on. Some of you know my life personally, some of you don't. I called off an engagement this past year. I'm in the process of, we're separating and living together for 6 months while this was going on. And talk about a growth experience this was. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't need to do anything. I could have lived the life that I was living, but I couldn't wrap my head around limiting myself and limiting what I believe because of somebody else. And I went to any length to live the way that I want and become who I want to be. I'm selling a house a week before December or before, Christmas. I'm moving, I'm doing all this stuff. But for me, in the long term, I know that this is what's best for me and this is what I need to do. And it's not in alignment with where I want to grow and where I want to, and I don't know if it's the age. I'm not sure, Lisa, but I feel the same way as you. If this doesn't suit who I want to become and where I want to grow my life, it's not for me. Like, that's how fast that is. It's just not for me. So, Marika, you got something?
Six Life.
The
Every
Six
2
Life.
weeks, we talk about personal goals and the accountability of those items. So we don't talk business, we don't talk anything like that. So come join us because that rubric, like you're talking about, is like the guiding light, the alignment. What is your actual mission? And creating your own rubric of standards.
Yeah.
And that makes decisions easy.
Yeah, that's it. It makes decisions easier because you know what your standards are and you're not going to lower them for anybody, no matter what, in business, in your personal life, and whatever. Does that sound like something we could do for next year, like collectively, is not lower our standards to meet maybe the rooms that we're in, the people that we're around? Yeah, let's work on that together. Let's do that. I think that's great. So what we're going to do, we're going to break. We're going to go have lunch. It's $5. We got different lunch. We got chicken marsala, eggs rollatini, penne with vodka sauce. There's chicken salad, right? A salad with chicken on it, some garlic bread. Then what we're going to do, you're going to come back in. We're going to start selling tickets for the baskets. And then we're going to, after that, we're going to do the White Elephant gift exchange. I want to thank you guys very much for being here and for this past year. I mean, I couldn't have done what I did in my personal life without having you guys around me. So I appreciate you guys pouring into these whiteboards that I was doing to help get my own self right as I was going through a lot of struggles and challenges myself. So thank you.